Good morning, students. Let me introduce myself. I am Solayarasi from Ramanathapuram. Hereafter, I am going to handle both botany and zoology for you. Let us move to the chapter. Today, we are going to focus biozoology. In volume 1 textbook, you have 3 units and totally 7 chapters. First unit contains 2 chapters. Chapter 1, the living world. Chapter 2, the kingdom Animalia. Today we are going to see the chapter 1, the living world. In this chapter we are going to cover the topics diversity in the living world, need for classification, taxonomy and systematics, three domains of life, taxonomic hierarchy, nomenclature, concept of species and tools for study of taxonomy. The very first chapter is the living world. What is living? Objects exhibiting growth, development, responsiveness, adaptation, and reproduction are called living organism. Living organism can present in diverse places like freshwater, hot spring, desert, forest, ocean, mountain, or in polar regions. All living organisms coexist with each other. There are about 8.7 million species of animals which have been identified, named, described their characteristics, and classified. Humans are placed in the topmost position on the hierarchy. Diversity in the living world. Earth has numerous habitats. Plants and animals are present in almost all of the places from polar ice cap to volcanic hot springs. There are variety of species that have been adapted successfully to live in a diverse ecosystem. What is ecosystem? Ecosystem is a community of living organism and non-living environment and their interrelationship. What is biodiversity? The presence of a large number of species in a particular ecosystem is called biodiversity. The term biodiversity was first introduced by Walter Rosen and defined by Wilson. This is the new estimate of biodiversity on Earth at 2017. Brendan and his colleagues did the project. It shows the richness of different organisms. 78% of bacteria, 7.4% of fungi, 7.3% of plants, and 7.3% of animals. This pie chart shows the newly discovered species in India 2016, majorly 258 invertebrates and 55 vertebrates. This pie chart depicts the threatened species in India, majorly 40% of birds, 31% of mammals, 13% of invertebrates, 13% of reptiles, 2% of fishes, and 1% of amphibians, and these are all considered globally threatened in India. The key characters of living organism. Living organisms show a variety of unique characters different from non-living matter. They are cellular organization, nutrition, respiration, metabolism, growth, response to stimuli, movement, reproduction, excretion, adaptation, and homeostasis. Homeostasis means maintaining the internal environment. Classification is the process by which things are grouped in convenient categories based on easily observable characters. These categories are termed as taxa. The science of classification is called taxonomy. Characterization, identification, nomenclature, and classification are the scientific stages of taxonomy. The basic need for classification are we can identify and differentiate the closely related species. We can find the variation among the species. It helps to understand the evolutionary pattern of the species. We can create a phylogenetic tree. That means genetic difference between the species. It helps to study all living organisms. These are all the basic need for classification. Taxonomy and systematics are very similar terms, but they have some difference. Taxonomy means the science of arrangement of living organism. The word taxonomy was first coined by Augustine Pyramus. Aristotle is the father of classical taxonomy. Carolus Linnaeus is the father of modern taxonomy. Taxonomy deals with the classification, description, identification, and naming of organism alone. But systematics is identification, description, naming, arranging, and preserving, documenting the organism for future reference. Apart from that, evolutionary hist- history of species, environmental adaptations, and interrelationship between the species also included in the systematics. This is the major difference between taxonomy and systematics. Thank you.